On this. Okay, guys, we are the Real Nonsense Podcast, and we are back. We are back because a lot of real life comedy is happening all over India, and I think it is time to address all of them and laugh out loud. And I think we have had politicians doing comedy this year, and Modi ji has just delivered the speech of the year by taking back the two farm laws, and I think it is a laughable effort. And apart from that, Veer Das has done something which there is polarized views all over the world. Aryan Khan has, there are new developments in Aryan Khan cases where again, the conduct of the whole, the system is laughable. So let's start with it. I welcome Rushan, Priyam and myself, Avi, to the Real Nonsense podcast. And yeah, without wasting
Thanks,
much
man.
time, we will waste more time. We start with Priyam, what he has to say.
All right, I'd like to touch upon Aryan Khan. I think that's the easiest thing to touch today. So I'd like to start with that. So, like, what do you? I feel that the whole debacle, it's about some officer out there. I don't wanna go, accusing anyone,
Yeah.
but this is my opinion that it is some officer out there, who just saw an opportunity for some quick medal and some quick glory. And I guess it's more about that than the actual underlying issue about drug problem, about drug.
Also,
Yeah,
also adding to your point of view, I mean, again, with this, again, we go back to the whole Aryan Khan case. And
yeah,
as much I could read from the public disposal, whatever the reports were for public domain, I mean, so there was no real substance found on him. That is number one. So it is very, I mean, it's very laughable to arrest someone, a big actor's son. Yes, he's a big actor's son. He's Shah Rukh Khan's son. Oh, that's that. I mean, that's his definition. He's Shah Rukh Khan's son. That's it.
That
And
was the whole point
that's
of
the whole
the
point. I
arrest.
mean, come on,
Yeah.
like if you are going to start arresting people with 1 gram marijuana, 1 gram ganja, 1 gram ganja के लिए अगर आप arrest करोगे, so I think we have all lost it. Then I mean, then you'll have to go to Uttarakhand one day, go to Haridwar with like probably 100,000 um, policemen, and you have to arrest all of them during every festival
yeah.
because that's the amount of ganja which is being consumed there. And with all due respect, if you go probably to any part of India, I mean, you don't have to go and arrest an Aryan Khan to prove a point. I mean, that was the whole point. At the end of the day, the report which came out yesterday that said there was no substance actually found. So I don't know what evidence tomorrow, again, I saw this movie of Manoj Bajpayee called Baby once. I think not Baby, some other movie where it's a जुर्म सोचने के लिए सजा नहीं मिलती भाई करने के लिए मिलती है तो
करने के लिए मिलती है,
I mean
yes.
I could text you lots of stuff but at the end of the day man like you have to come to me you have to arrest me
Plus,
find
those
ganja on me
those texts were like 2 years back. They digged out some material
and a
from
guy
those
born in
old texts.
97 they have a different lingo on WhatsApp. Like I still type full sentences on WhatsApp, but apparently, yeah, there is a new language on WhatsApp which probably a generation before us cannot understand, and probably they will never because they don't use that lingo. And it's a mockery because at the same time, a farmer, a group of farmers were run over by a politician. Politician's son, and it took like 4 5 days and Aryan Khan was arrested, and he was declared the drug peddler of the year. So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I
already,
mean,
yeah, the government has given enough reasons to laugh, and
Yeah,
probably this was a cherry on top, for the NCB.
I
yeah.
mean, at
Also,
the end of the day, of course, I agree. He was having a party or whatever the plan was, and probably he does smoke. But again, the way the whole arrest and the big deal that was made out of this was irrelevant, and that was not required just because he's a star son. It was
I
just a
mean,
wrong day, wrong
Elon
time
Musk,
for him to be
Elon
there.
Musk smoked weed on TV, on live
On air.
television.
Yeah.
Of course, it was not in India, but like, come
Also,
on,
this
man.
is
I'm not
Exactly,
saying,
and plus it's not like he has a bag full of 10
yeah,
yeah.
kilos
and
of drugs
you
and
know,
he's going
we
around
have already
like
done a
a drug lord,
podcast for the viewers. We have done a podcast on marijuana before. We have already
Yeah,
spoken about
exactly.
why it should be legalized and why not. But this is not about legalizing. I mean, making a mockery out of, I think there is a bigger problem in India where, since the pandemic has begun, there's a bigger problem in India, which we are somehow, Modi ji was so happy to say that, oh, 100 crores were vaccinated, but it's still the first dose. So there's no need to jump so much. It's good, it's great. But yeah, continue the good work. But I mean, arresting people like this, it's just tarnishing all of that you have done. And although
Yeah.
not much has been done, but yeah,
And it's just, I just want to put it out there, right? That you can't go two ways about marijuana. Okay, you can't you make a show of Aryan Khan on one side and then go on and legalize bhang, because that's what's happening right now, right? That bhang is legally available. You can buy it from a shop during Holi. You can buy it legally. There you're supposed to have a legal transaction for that, right? But
yeah.
then Aryan Khan gets caught with 1 gram of marijuana and you make a whole show about it. Someone gets caught with a bunch of plants or something in their house, and you make a whole show about it. But at the same time, I've just been to Himachal, guys, and some places over there, it's growing in the wild. It's a plant. It will bloody grow
so
everywhere.
either go there and burn all of it, or I
Yeah,
don't know.
go there and burn all of it.
I mean,
But
probably they
they
cannot
are
burn
voters.
because it belongs to somebody from the law. You never know.
Yeah, so the legality of it
True.
entirely is just questionable, and that cannot happen when people's lives are concerned. You cannot throw someone in jail and ruin someone's life on basis of something whose entire legality is questionable. So I mean, what's up with that? If someone wants to address it, then address that first, and then maybe we'll come down to the underlying problem.
True.
And
True,
Rushan, you have
bro.
anything to
I
say about
completely
this
agree with.
case?
Yeah.
At the end, I would just say that this Aryan Khan thing. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, so probably something major happened, But at the end, when you wait and watch, and you find out that there was nothing really so breaking news about, it was just that he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, I would say, and
Agreed. I
these
mean,
guys just
I mean that guy is just 23, or I don't know, not even 24. Yeah, he was at the wrong place. Yes, wrong time. Yes, probably even had a smack. Probably even smoked a joint. But is it enough to put him behind bars for like 4 years? And then you have, I mean, let's not name and shame, but then you have people who should have been there, who should have been in that place, and who haven't been arrested for ages. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, the whole scenario. I would just like to say that it's a mockery of the whole law, the whole system, and yeah, and at the end of the day, again, people were saying the uh, court also delayed the judgments, like the bail for a long time. So I would say again that unless the defendant lawyer presents enough evidence, I think the court is not able to give a judgment in his favor. And I would also say, with all due respect, that yes, at times our courts also have given questionable judgments, and yeah, that's that. I think that's the statement. I will not go beyond that. After this, I think let's quickly jump on to one person who's been making waves outside India, and that's Veer Das. I think you both have seen that video. I liked it. Very nice, extremely entertaining. I like Veer Das's comedy, not as much, but I do like his stuff. I have liked his shows of some those sit-ups he does on YouTube, and there are some shows which occasionally hit Netflix. So there is this, I mean, of course, there will be a debate. I mean, you talk about India, you heard 140 crore sentiment. So there will be outrage. It's not outrage, it's just views coming from a lot of people from a country. So I
There
just
is
want
outcry.
to get those views. I mean, I will start probably, let's leave it to Priyam. Let's start with him. What do you think about the whole monologue that he did? It's called Kennedy Center in US,
Yes.
in
Yeah.
United States of America. Today, I mean, you go to United States of America, you go to Kennedy Center, you could speak about everything in the world, but you choose to selectively identify those things which could have been spoken in, say, Gandhi Maidan or anywhere in India, but you chose an audience who have no relation to it, who will
You're
clap
gonna
on
give a
whatever you say, who will, I mean, you're gonna be lauded for whatever you say. They don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. They will like your views. I mean, the NRIs over there, the biggest problem is for them is if they get the green card.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about what's happening outside, what's happening in India. No, they don't give a fuck. They're in US. So does, I mean, after saying all this, with these points, where does Veer Das's whole comic that gig stand? I mean, what do you think about it? Start from, say, what he said. Of course, I mean, again, it's not wrong what he said. It's fine. But then my point is there are few things where he went wrong. You know, and I think one is the place. I don't. You don't. I saw a lot of tweets where I think one of the best was Chetan Bhagat's, where he said, "You don't wash your dirty linen in public." And I might be abusing India for a lot of things I don't like. Yes, a lot of things. I think it's more than a lot of things which I don't agree about India. I don't like about India. I don't like about the government of India. But then speaking in front of Americans, is it going to solve, or is it going to make it any better, or is it going to make things worse for people in US who now will see India as a rapish country? Although there are more rapes that happen in US, but now suddenly the whole eyes, that's what I would like to, that's my problem with it. Otherwise, the content, yes, I agree whatever he said. I mean, there's no problem. I mean, apart from a few things which I don't agree, but the biggest disagreement is the place. And you don't go to Kennedy Center and talk about shit going in India. You could talk about shit going in America. They could probably relate to it, but you won't because you have an Indian audience there. So it's more like, you know, talking about India with your own convenience. I think that is what I wanted to say. Well, I'll pass it to Priyam now. I've spoken a lot.
Yeah, I think I went and watched the video and hearing him what he said, and you know what, I tried my best and I think I achieved that, to look at the video from a fresh perspective. I pretended that I've never heard anything about this video and I've never heard anything about what Veerdas has said, and that's the kind of mindset that I took to that particular video, and then I heard what he had to say. And you know what it made me feel? After a lot of conflicting with myself, the only emotion that remained with me was, this is the kind of stuff that splits you right down the middle as an Indian. You know, this is the kind of stuff that will make you have a dialogue with yourself. And maybe that's why everyone is having a dialogue with each other about this, because everyone is filled with so much doubt. You know how we come out from an examination and we try to cross match our answers. This is what we're doing all over the world, everywhere. I think this is what everyone is doing with each other when everyone chooses to have a dialogue about this. You know, Veerdas has just hit us with a huge examination. What he has said wrong? Is what he has said inaccurate? Obviously it's inaccurate because he said it in form of a poetry. He was not stating facts. It's a form of art, and in art you have certain liberties. So from the point of view that there is a piece of art, I can't really question its accuracy because I'm not supposed to take it literally, right? But do I feel bad about hanging my dirty laundry out there in front of people, in front of all those judging eyes? I think that is a fear that all of us have grown up with eventually. This is
Because
something,
I mean, Rushan
yeah,
lives in Slovakia, I live in Dubai, and we work with all sorts of people all over the world. Yes,
yeah,
of course. I mean, we don't go to US to to wash laundry, or that's what he said. But again, does washing laundry or being a maid, is it a bad job? Does that imply? First question number one. Second thing is, again, tomorrow, like, come on, like, we are more than a raping country, and you can't just, yes, when you say we don't just worship women in the morning and gang rape them in the night. No. Yes, it
yeah,
happens a lot, but it happens a lot. But in US, I went through some facts after this. US, it happens more, but then they don't cover it. Or apparently, I mean, we criticize India so much. It's all good. It's fine. But when you say things like these, yeah, it's a poetry, as you said, and there are few things which hit me, like, tomorrow people are going to come to me, and, like, we build IT, we build the whole, I mean, we helped build the whole Gulf, Middle East, we helped build the whole IT of US, Canada, you name it. And then people remember us for raping, gang rapes. That's little hard to
Very
digest.
true, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
very true,
little
very true.
hard to
Because
digest. I mean, yes, it is a fact. Yes, that is something which boils my head when such incidents happen in India. Of course, I mean, I'm with him in all of that. But then writing it as a poetry and going to Kennedy Center and talking about it, how is it gonna help? Rather, he could have come to Shivaji Maidan, Shivaji Park, and spoken about it.
that's
He
the
would
thing
have
about
he would
social
have
media,
he would have gotten a good reception about it, because it's the right
so
place to talk about it.
the
And
thing is, also even if you're talking in front of these people in US who most of them probably didn't even go outside US. They don't even know
yeah,
how to
yeah.
map
I
India
mean,
in the how to
there were
find
some
it.
Indians. I saw a lot of Goras. Probably they will be their colleagues. They just grabbed whomsoever. Now
So
tomorrow, the Indian
so they
watching that.
already have an image, and then you
Yeah,
present this, and then they now have a another strong image about something they didn't even know about, maybe. So yes, I completely agree with your point. I think the question comes down to the intent behind the video,
so
and
I
I don't
saw a
know
lot
what.
of tweets where, again, on his support, that even though the place was wrong, was what said, whatever was said, was it wrong as well? No, I'm not saying it was wrong. No, I mean, quantifically, no. I mean, I can't sit and quantify how many were what. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow, I mean, when you say these things about India, I think we are much more than that. I think we are not just, again, for long we have been known as snake charmers. I think even today, and
yeah,
even today, when you go to the Western world, I think, they don't want to sit and have coffee with us. This is a battle which we have had socially. And on top of this, these statements in Kennedy Center makes a problem for all Indians living outside India. Them being viewed as what he has said, and that we are not. And when he says we, he doesn't talk about whole India. When I talk, I don't talk for you. I talk for myself. You talk for yourself. So again, it was so generalized. Yes, there are a lot of problems, and you should speak about India's problems. You should speak. You go speak wherever. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, I mean, this is again a freedom which India has provided, where you can speak whatever you want in a country like US. I think many other countries where if you do like this, probably you will not be allowed to return home. I mean,
definitely,
I'm saying
He
there
won't
are
be. I think
consequences.
he's already booked
definitely.
He's
for
booked,
those
and
remarks, and
my
I
my
think
whole
when he
my
comes
whole
back.
point is, he is a critique of, yes, the government. I think many of us are not, but there is a way. Yes, him doing this on a video on a stand-up comedy in Mumbai, Delhi, yeah, probably it would have made sense because you are addressing a gathering who are living in that particular country. But like, I mean, you don't discuss India's problems in US.
So
And
So
I have a
basically,
question.
it's the, I'm sorry, Priyam, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically, he had a, maybe his heart was in the right place, but he was not in the right place, and whatever he spoke about, it was not necessary where he was, because there are another 10,000 things that you could still talk, but then why would you, right? So same the question, what I would ask him is like, why did you choose this rather than not doing it some other way, because at the end the effect it has on the image, on the people, and you know how our blood is, and people are not that much tolerant, and I guess you either are looking for it, you're inviting such thing because you want to make it memorable or something, but yeah, at the end of the day, you definitely did not um, do right thing by portraying India in a negative light, or focusing the dark side, I would say. I mean, it's not an attribute of India. It's one of the exceptions that we have to live with, but it's not
But you don't
that we
certainly
have to
talk
talk
about it.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not fair to good citizens. It's not fair to good citizens. A lot of people spend their
I mean,
entire
we are
life.
140 crores, at
Yeah,
least I think last time I checked, and it doesn't imply, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't imply the whole 140 crores are like this, and that is the problem.
yeah.
And 140
I would,
crores are the ones in India. I mean, what about the other 20, 30 crores who are NRIs? And it's
yeah.
pretty unfair and naive to talk like this. And yeah, I mean,
I would say so. I
He
would say
raised some
majority of
points
the.
also about. Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead, Priyam.
Yeah, no, go on, go on.
No, I was just going to say that he raised some points about farmers and all
Yeah,
that, which is okay. I mean, there are a lot of media which is not talking about it, and you want to, portray that. But come on, man, you have a lot of other places and opportunities to do it, and you should also do it in front of the audience who cares.
he should have said something about marijuana. No, I come from an India where bhang is legal, but Aryan Khan is in jail. Something like that. मतलब
yeah,
मतलब
I
मालूम
mean, and as again, the problem, this is where I feel even okay, even Kunal Kamra is kind of, from comedy, he tried to become a vigilante, and
yeah.
but even then, he stayed in the country and he made jokes. I think a few of them were laugh worthy, a few of them were just not funny. But okay, I mean, he made his
But was
point, and
FIR justified? Do you think the FIR was justified?
but again,
FIR against who? Kamra?
again,
No, no, anyone. Like freedom
yes,
of
I
speech.
don't believe, at the end of the day, yes. See, tomorrow I go to a stage. I think in India, yes, when I think there we have to draw a line soon on what is
Yeah.
freedom of speech first, you know, because
Not-
again, I think
Yeah.
one big thing about freedom of speech, we keep shouting freedom of speech. If you go to stage and you name someone, of course you go to a stage and you name me and pass some comments, I'm not gonna love it, no, of course. So I'm gonna take an action from my end. That's
Yeah.
my defense. I'm gonna go and take an action from my end. That's my defense.
Yeah.
So
And
if
best in a
everyone
legal
starts
case, right?
naming and shaming, is that really healthy? I'm not talking about freedom of speech. All that is there. It's fine. Is that really healthy for a society? Then everyone, if you start mudslinging on everyone, I think, it will not be a great place to live in. And I think that is where probably, I think, I mean, government has not, I don't know what I would have done. It's very easy to say from here that, oh, the arrest is wrong. Yes, arrest is wrong. Arrest is wrong. It's not right. But then where do you draw the line? I'm not saying, okay, to allow everything. No, there are, but, I think the law has to define very soon, very clearly what is allowed and what is not. I think we are still very confused with freedom of speech and freedom of articulation, like people, you can, of course, I mean, you can think and you can say whatever you want, whatever the fuck you want, you can say. But there's a line which I think personally should not be crossed, because then there's no difference. Then anyone tomorrow, all 140 crore can come out and say about Modi ji. Then will Modi ji like it? No, right? I mean, it's not about liking. Then it's not a civilized society. You
It's not
talk in a way that
constructive.
you talk in a way which is civilized, and I think our law is such that it gives, the freedom is not marked in a proper way. Again, this is my personal opinion. I think freedom of speech is very misguided that way. We all are not clear about what freedom of speech is. We think freedom of speech means you just go whatever the fuck you want, you can say. If that was the case, then I think the parliament would be very different. I think, it's still a very civilized, I still feel. When you see the parliament TV, it's still civilized. It could get very, very dirty, but I think it is not, because there is a line. I think that certain thin line has to be drawn. I think that is where I think Kunal Kamra lost it. I think,
Yeah.
you can't go to an airline and, I could talk about Arnab Goswami here and make as much fun of him I can. But on an airplane going in front of him, yes, if the entire India, it's not like, there are people who like his jokes and there are people who don't like his jokes also. You have to understand that. So it's not like I can't come to you and poke you, and that is not the way. So for that, yes, I think for that he should be reprimanded, because arrest, no, I think reprimanding someone is something again. I mean, there is a very fine comedian called Munawar Faruqi, and
Yeah.
I don't know why he got arrested. I am not
Yeah.
aware of his jokes. Yes, his jokes are funny. He takes a dig at Modi ji. Yes, a lot of
But in
time,
a funny way. But in a funny
in a
way.
funny way,
Yeah.
without like, in a very subtle way. They are funny. Yes.
It
So I
makes
don't
you
know
laugh.
why he got arrested. Maybe something which
I
really
think
offended the law.
he swore on Modi ji or something, probably.
Swearing,
He,
yes, swearing
yeah,
is not something
that
which
is where I think the
No,
line.
is
no,
not tolerable.
it was
I
not
think,
about swearing. It was about the comments he made about
Yeah.
yeah, that will not be tolerated.
religion,
It's not
religious
about me
idols,
not
and
tolerating. I think there are people.
I mean, you have to understand that okay, that you have a right to express your opinions, your ideas, and you're a comedian, so you want to make jokes, but you're doing it on a platform which is spreading in seconds. Everyone is going to watch it, and if you know that by saying something, there are probably people who might get who might not take it lightly as you want them to. If you're aware about it and you're still doing it, then probably you should be arrested, because then you will still be alive. If you're
I
not
mean,
arrested,
very,
then
very. I'll
probably
tell you again. I'll tell you. So when you abuse, the problem with our comedians is, when they are, say, for Modi ji or against Modi ji. The problem with our comics is they think that the entire country is with them. The country is massive. 100 crore of the population don't even probably watch TV, so they don't know anything about them. You're talking about the probably 10-20% of the Indian population who are actually watching you, probably 10%.
Barely. Barely.
Barely. So you
Yeah.
don't speak for the country. One, that is something which I think
plus
these guys must
plus
understand.
media represents it in their own way, so
Again,
that
yeah,
doubles
media
the.
has, another obsession. Probably
I
Arnab
mean,
got his meal for the week, and
And I've got a
what
1 hour piece out, bro. One hour piece out on Veerdas. One.
1 hour piece out, yes. But he
one
couldn't do
thing
1 hour
one
piece
thing I
out
would say
probably on the
is,
BJP candidate's son who run over the farmers, and that is the problem. That is the problem when,
Yeah.
yeah, when you have a
well,
state-sponsored
I
channel.
mean, we all know who's which side the
I
media
mean,
goes, so
the other day, Kangana
that's
Ranaut
not
said that
under.
India got independence by begging, and it's so derogatory, and I don't know what one should feel, and I don't
It
see
doesn't change the
that
facts, right?
outrage. I
It
don't see that
doesn't change the
outrage.
facts. Yeah.
I don't see that outrage coming for that, because it's so nonsense, and I don't know how the country is tolerating her. I I think, those things are not, this is something, this is where the line has to be drawn. I mean, when you say something like this, okay, you don't like the current, you didn't like the previous government. Okay, fine. You love this government, you love everything. But I mean, I think that is
Bharat,
where education
yeah,
becomes so important. I mean, normal education becomes so important that, these statements coming out from people who have won Padma Shri and 3 national awards is, I mean, it's outright nonsense. And yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
Now that you put it out there, Ravi, I just want to say this, okay, for the record, that not only did we fight, but we fought in a way that had never been employed before. Okay, there have before this there had been American Revolution, there had been French Revolution, there had been Russian Revolution. Each of them ended in a war. We bloody brought the principles of non-violence to the limelight. We said no, we're gonna put everything down. We're gonna sit here and strike, and you're gonna leave our country and give it to us to do whatever the hell we want to do with it. And we made way for Nelson Mandela. We made way for leaders like Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. And that's what we stand for. That's what India stands for. And we're proud of that. We're bloody proud of that. We did not get it by begging. I'm sorry, but that's just wrong.
that's not, yeah, that's
Yeah.
completely, I mean, I cannot digest that. So I think, guys, slowly we are coming to an end to this podcast, but I would like to have some parting words from both of you guys, since we are little short of time. We did a lot of chit chat behind the scenes. So I'll leave it to Priyam and Rushan for some nice parting words. And you know, can this show become at least 3 to 4 times a year than doing twice a year now from 2022? Because I don't think we are coming back again this year. So next year, probably at least one episode each quarter should be possible, I think.
I want to, man. I mean, I want to as many. I think all three of us want to. It's
Yeah,
just,
of course. I mean, this is
yeah,
something where
it's
now
just
Rushan
something.
also has a
I'm
baby.
definitely
Yeah,
on board.
yes, of course.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
talking to
man,
you,
of
man.
course. The way we created this, and at the time when we created this, we had a completely different
I
ambition,
think,
and
I mean, we
energy,
have
and
one and a
then
half years now, and I think very
COVID
soon,
happened, and a lot of things
by
changed.
the time the next episode comes out, I think it will be 2 years. I think 2 years of Real Nonsense podcast is massive. Like, I think this is something, this is
It
our
should be
10th episode, I think. I think this is our 10th episode. We have
but
done
but
eight.
but we can discuss. I think next year we can come up with something fresh,
At
and
least,
also I was
probably,
thinking
yeah.
maybe we could also go
Maybe we
actual
all can, I don't know, meet
podcast
up
way.
somewhere
Like,
and
activity,
sit
थोड़ा
and
स्क्रूबल कभी खेलते हैं.
yeah, yeah, we could upgrade this
we could
whole
upgrade this to
thing.
a game, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, let's see, let's see. We'll have to talk more about it, I guess. But did you see this new stories from Jose? They started the scam stories, and it
Yeah,
was
they
really
started
good.
scam. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. I watched yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's
I
even
missed the
scarier
last
than ghost
ghost
stories.
stories also.
Jose, I think I've been watching it regularly, and I don't know which episode where I just go click Jose and whatever is there, I play, and I
Yeah,
think,
guys, join his Discord. Join is worth it, man. Join is it's a fun. It's a
So,
cool.
I mean, yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about, and I think Real Nonsense
Yeah.
podcast it's the right
it's
name,
here to
and I think
stay,
we
and
can.
I think we have to probably try to get 3 episodes or 4 episodes next year minimum. I think that is let's at least meet at least in 3 months. I think till March, I think we should be able to bring out one more, not,
Right.
between Jan to March. I think that is the goal. And yeah, guys, it was nice to talk to you both. And
Closing notes.
Thanks,
Sir.
man. It was.
closing
It
notes,
was.
Priyam.
Closing notes. Right. I'll go sequentially.
Yeah.
So Aryan Khan, 2 words, legalize it. That's all. And for and then I think whatever we spoke about Veerdas, essentially everything boils down to freedom of speech, right? And you said I would like to quote you, and you said a very nice thing. You said that there is freedom of speech and then there is freedom of articulation as well. And then I think Rushan as well spoke about legality of a lot of stuff. about getting arrested, about responsibility of freedom of that comes with freedom of speech and stuff like that. So I think what everything boils down to is definitely that yes, if there is a right, then it definitely does comes with a responsibility. You know, you have right to food, but you also have the responsibility of not to waste that food. So same goes down with freedom of speech. You have a right to freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean that you just spew out garbage. And if there has to be some legal system to keep that in check. I'm really happy that people are people are resorting to filing FIRs rather than going and throwing stones on Veer Das's house
Yeah,
or
yeah,
damaging his
you
property
know,
and slapping him.
yeah,
So
yeah. Civilized is the word. Yeah,
yeah,
civilized.
in a civilized manner.
You don't
So
do that in 2021. Now 2022 is going to be. Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't like that someone is saying, then just take a civilized legal course of action. It's right there. And if the court says that no, this is fine to say or this is not fine to say, then just respect it, and there
I
is a
mean, of
legal.
course, he has every right to say what he said, and
Yeah,
of
definitely.
course, we also have every right to question what he said. So that way, yes, I mean, that's why we are sitting here and discussing rather than going
Yeah,
somewhere and throwing stones. And of course, that is wrong. But I think, yeah, very soon, I think our government. I don't know. I mean, I'm nobody
and
to
I
tell.
hope,
um,
yeah, and I hope that one last note. I hope that it churns out something good, because like I said earlier, this whatever he said, it just split us right down the middle, man. And I'm not saying as people as a group, but I'm saying as individuals. It split us into two, one in defensive and one on the more truthful, something that acknowledges the truth, right? So I hope that happens to the higher ups in the government as well, and they're able to bring out some more productive laws, some more productive things into the system. And I hope it turns out positivity, this whole debate. So yeah, that's all I had to say today.
On a closing note,
yeah.
when do you think will Amit Shah's son become the chairman of BCCI? Do you think next year or probably it's right due now?
ASAP, ASAP.
Yeah, man. And at the end, I think I would just like to point this out that we should be grateful that we live in such a country where we have the basic human right to freedom of speech, sharing our opinions. Of course, everything you speak comes with a responsibility and can also, come with which is defined by the law. So we spoke about what Vedas said and how we disagree to it. At the same time, we spoke about comedians and how other people are disagreeing to that comedian. So I think at the end, it does boil down to the responsibility, but also people should not forget the fact that no one is obliged to respond to anyone's views or opinions.
Yeah.
It's just that we do it because we somehow feel that it hurt us or it hurt our sentiments. So also we have to be thoughtful about how to react, and I think that is something that everyone is still learning because we have this platform which just evolved in last 10, 15 years, and still, I mean, we are not at a point where you have to have a government ID to have a Facebook account, but you never know. And I think our next topic should be about the metaverse.
Yeah, I think let the metaverse launch. I think the moment it launches, let's just sit one day and talk about metaverse because that is the next big thing. And leaving the audience to it, I would like to stop the recording now.